Yo, what's going on everyone? Welcome back. My name's Will. This is the Women YouTube channel. You already know I gotta hit you with a quick sales pitch. Like, comment, subscribe. Those three things are always really important. They always mean the world to me when you all do that. They really help please the whole YouTube algorithm and push my content out there. So if you like these types of videos, you like the GX 550, the S650 Mustang, the Ram TRX, think about scrolling down below and hitting that subscribe button. So in today's video, obviously by the title, we're going to be talking about my 2024 Lexus GX 550. If you can believe it or not, we've already surpassed 10,000 miles on this thing. I got this GX back in late September of 2024, and we've already put, at this point, basically 12,000 miles on this. So I figured I'd go ahead and make a quick 10,000 mile review, just talking about the GX, talking about like my overall experience with owning it for the past 12,000 miles, a few issues that I've had to address, well, not me personally, but the dealership has had to address with this thing, and just overall my 2 cents on ownership. Do I think it's worth it? And just stuff like that. So I'm going to turn you guys around, show you my GX if you haven't seen it before, and then we can get into the nitty gritty. Here it is, guys. This is my 2024 GX 550. It is a Premium Plus. If you're not 100% familiar, there's the Premium, then there's a Premium Plus, then there's a Luxury Plus, and then an Overtrail and an Overtrail Plus. So this isn't like a base model, but it's like one step above a base model. But really it just comes down to like a few different options. You still get the same engine and all of that regardless of the trim. But yeah, this is mine. I did go ahead and do the bigger wheels and tires. These are the 22-inch Vossen wheels. Do get very conflicting feedback on these. You either love them or you hate them. I love them. It seems like the hardcore off-road people, or the poser hardcore off-road people, they don't tend to like them, but I love them. So like I said, these are the Vossens. They are a 22 by 9.5, and these are on a 34-inch Recon grappler, and it is sitting on the Westcott Designs lift kit. So yeah, you do get pretty good stance on there. I have a few different videos that I'll key like right up here if you want to go check them out. They go over the build in a little bit more detail and answering a bunch of questions. Do have the roof rack up there as well. That's a Land Cruiser first edition roof rack, and besides that, there's not really any other mods that I've done to mine. I'll go ahead and show you guys the interior as well. It's got like the cool two-tone like black and brown, and in the back seat we have the two captain's chairs back there. So really cool. I really do love this thing. Honestly, no major complaints whatsoever. But yeah, that's my spec. I actually have the window sticker right over here, so let me go ahead and show this to you guys right here. As you can see, 2024 GX, that's where I purchased it, right there. Lexus of Palm Beach. Obviously we have all the standard equipment right here, as you can see, Premium Plus, then everything that comes with it. Fuel economy right there. Yeah, that it's way more like that with city driving. I don't think I've ever seen 21 on the highway. I mean, it's averaging around that, but yeah, we'll get into that. And then over here, these are just some of the options right there. And then as you can see, the price, MSRP 70,000, then delivery brings it down to 72,000. And just for transparency here, that's exactly what I paid. I didn't pay anything more than that, and I didn't pay anything under that. These things, if you're not 100% too familiar with them, they are definitely pretty hard to come by right now. There is a pretty massive wait list. I wasn't on a wait list. I didn't have to wait. I had let my local dealership know, like, hey, I'm super interested in a black one, so if a black one comes in and the person that ordered it doesn't want to take delivery, give me a call, I'll come and I'll buy it. And that's basically exactly what happened. Within 10 days of speaking with the salesperson at my dealership, I was there purchasing this black one. So for me, it honestly worked out really nicely. I'm really sorry for the people that have been waiting like, you know, over a year for these things, because I do get that the waiting game absolutely sucks. But yeah, just thought I'd go ahead and show you the whole window sticker there. So once you hit 10,000 miles on this is when the dealership likes to do the first real servicing. You know, they rotate the tires, they change the oil. I have everything printed out right here, but I'm going to overlay it on the screen, just kind of going over everything that they did. But as you can see right here, we got replace the engine oil, full synthetic oil change. They top off like the windshield cleaner. They change the oil filter, obviously. They reset all the maintenance reminders, the oil change light, all of that. They check the brake pads, linings, rotors. They inspect the wiper blades. They check the floor mats, apparently. They adjust all fluid levels. But yeah, obviously, as you can see, it's all covered, it's all free. And then just a little bit more down here, you know, inspection included. What else does it say? Battery test good. Indicates tires are in good condition. Indicates brake lines are good. All of that. $0, all of that. So yeah, I just thought I'd go ahead and show you guys that as well. Yeah, so I guess now we can just kind of get into what it's been like owning this thing. And simply put, I absolutely love it. This is probably one of the most solid vehicles I've purchased in a while. It comes second to my TRX. I do have to say that was my overall favorite vehicle I've ever owned, but this one is definitely a close second. The just fit, the finish, the quality on the GX, it is honestly really great. I've had a lot of luxury cars. I've had the Alfa Romeos, I had the Maserati. This thing blows the Maserati out of the water. The Maserati was a piece of shit in my opinion, and this is just night and day difference. Thank goodness we got rid of that Maserati for this. I've owned a few Mercedes-Benz in the past as well, and I have to say the interior quality, exterior quality, just fit and finish, it, you know, it surpasses that. So really, honestly, no complaints whatsoever. A few people love to hate on the interior of the GX, and they say there's like no thrills or anything like that. I think the interior is super nice, honestly. And you know, at the end of the day, this is still marketed as like a like luxury off-roader, so obviously you're not going to get like a ton of like luxurious like features everywhere, but honestly you still do kind of get that. Like if you get the luxury, you can get massage seats, pano roofs, all sorts of stuff. Even in this, I got heated and ventilated seats. The back captain's chairs are also heated. I got a heads-up display. So honestly, I don't really get why a lot of people are, you know, shitting on the interior. I think honestly the interior is great, and I've had no issues whatsoever with any of the electronics or the mechanics of the interior. Everything's been flawless, which is a huge breath of fresh air compared to what my Maserati was like. So a few negatives that I will say, it's nothing major here, and it should be no surprise. This thing does not get the best fuel economy. I'm averaging around 14 miles per gallon on average. This is mainly a lot of city driving, so I'm right around that 13-14 miles per gallon. You know, totally to be expected with like the larger wheels and tires on there, but honestly, after throwing those on there, it didn't really make all that much of a difference. I know some people will say that's BS, but you know, I have no reason to lie. It honestly didn't really affect my fuel economy all that much by putting the larger wheels and tires on. Honestly, my biggest complaint with the GX, and I know I sound like I'm beating a dead horse repeatedly here, is just the size of the fuel tank. It's like a 17-gallon fuel tank, so with filling this thing up fully, I'm right around like 260 miles per gallon is what it's reading on the dash. I don't think I've ever gone over 300 miles per gallon. So you know, for a modern day SUV, that range is pretty crappy in my opinion. But again, that's just my opinion. Just expect to frequent the gas station a little bit more if you pick up one of these things. It's just the nature of the beast with having such a smaller tank. But honestly, not a big deal, not a deal breaker. Just showing and sharing my opinions of this thing. Like I said, it's not a deal breaker. I love this thing. Another few issues that I've had the dealer address was I had the hood flutter. Not a big deal. just at highway speeds, the hood tended to bounce a little bit. They addressed that by adjusting the brackets and then like the little stops on the inside. Now it doesn't shake whatsoever. I did have a pretty bad brake squeaking issue, very common as well. I was actually the first customer at my dealership to get that replaced under warranty, and they replaced all the pads and rotors and shims and all of that, and it took away the issue. So a lot of people are saying, oh, it's totally common to have, you know, the Lexus brakes squeaking and all of that. Sure, I don't know. I've owned another Lexus in the past and it never had that issue, and now that they've addressed the issue, I don't have that issue. So I would just say, if you do have that issue, contact your dealership. They will put you on a list and they will take care of those brakes for you. Next on my small list of complaints will have to be, I have a rough transmission shift when it downshifts from second to first. Again, I've gone over this before. It's a really harsh shift, and Lexus is in the process of trying to repair that. Now, take all of this with a grain of salt that I'm telling you, because this is just what my service advisor told me, is that Lexus has posted a few bulletins regarding this. There's been quite a few owners that have complained about this. A few owners from my dealership even that have complained about it. They have said that mine has the most severe of a downshift. So I'm first on the list to get that repaired. The dealership has said that Lexus has tried to post a few different repairs for the transmission. They've done like a few transmission like resets, like with the software, and a few other things like that, and it will kind of like band-aid fix it, but over time it just comes back again. And basically my dealer was telling me that if they can't figure it out in the next few months, by the end of the following quarter, that they're going to be issuing a recall for the transmissions with these issues, and you're going to get a whole new transmission. So I'm not like super stoked on that. I wish they could have just figured out a repair option, but you know, so be it. If we need to replace the transmission, that's what a warranty's for, right? And you know, that's, you know, it is what it is. It might take a little while without having the car, but you know, it's the price you pay for being like the guinea pig with like these first model years. And I always tend to be like the guinea pig. That was first model year S650, first model year, the Maserati Grecale, first model year, my TRX, first model year, Bronco, second model year. But yeah, I like to be the guinea pig, so it is what it is. Not a big deal. It's still fully drivable. It's not like super annoying, but it is something that's definitely noticeable, and they are going to repair. And like I was mentioning before with the fuel economy, this thing gets right around that 17 gallons for with the tank. My average like fuel bill is around $60 per tank. So I just kind of did like a rough estimate there. I was roughly paying around $4 per gallon. We get 93 in South Florida, and that average price is right around that $4 mark. So over the time that I've had this thing so far, I've paid right around $2,600 in fuel. Honestly, not all too bad. And again, you kind of got to pay to play anyway. This is a pretty big SUV. It's got a pretty stout twin turbo V6. Unfortunately, it's not the most fuel efficient, but you know, it is what it is. Compared to my TRX, this is fuel efficient. So $2,600 in the past 7 months and 12,000 miles. Honestly, in my opinion, gotta pay to play. It's not all that bad. But other than that, I can't really say, you know, all too much about the GX. I really do love it. Everything that I've dealt with has been like kind of like first world problems. Honestly, not that big of a deal. Like I said, these are all things to be expected with like first, you know, model years of new vehicles. And compared to like what like the new Tundra owners are facing, where like these engines are exploding and stuff like that, fingers crossed anyway, nothing like that seems to be happening with the GX. So a few little minor issues like squeaking brakes, the transmission, the hood flutter, I'll take it. At the end of the day, I still absolutely love this thing. It's an absolute awesome baller daily driver. My wife, who primarily drives it, absolutely loves it. So happy wife, happy life. I can't complain there. So yeah, if you're thinking about picking up one of these GXs. I fully endorse them. I love them. And if you're gonna off-road them, you know, more power to you. You got some big cojones right there, because I'm not like an off-roader guy, but you know, if you're gonna be off-roading one of these things, you must be a baller. So you know, props to you guys. But just wanted to make just a quick video today. It's nothing, you know, super out of this world or anything. Just thought I'd share my 2 cents on what it's been like to own this thing for the past 10,000 miles. I love it. Looking forward to the next 10,000 miles, and hopefully we just get that transmission resolved here pretty soon. But that's gonna do it for this one, guys. You know, quick short video today. Stay tuned for some more content on the S650 right there. We got all these boxes here that we're gonna be installing, and yeah, that's gonna do it. My name's Will. This is the Wimmy YouTube channel. Like I said earlier, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, comment down below, let me know what you guys think of the GX550, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later, everybody.